so good with the eating your veggies. But when you grow your veggies, you should be eating your veggies, right? It encourages you to eat them.
It really does, especially, you know, proximity to your home. If you are growing veggies or herbs, always make sure you put them closest to the door,
right,
to the kitchen,
yeah,
because that's where you're going to use and really take care of that garden. And this is the time of year where it's pretty exciting, because this is the time of year that, you know, when it comes to growing your own food, that tomato plants are finally getting growing. And as they grow larger and larger and larger, we need to support them.
Yes, because they're going to be all over the place unless they have something to keep them contained, right?
Yeah, and the reason why do we have to support them? We want to keep the fruit up off the ground. It's also going to help with disease, so more airflow around it. So now we're talking about supports, and you know, there's some classic supports. This is from Loblaws. This is a big old tomato cage, and tomato cages are great just for tomatoes themselves, but they also work really well if you have any peonies. Because peonies, you know, anything that has a heavy bloom, they always
huge head, right, and it'll just droop over.
Yeah, they all fall over. So, you know, this is a traditional peony ring that's right here that you just put in. That'll hold your peonies up. But as well, even hydrangeas. So your hydrangeas. I'm going to make you guess something here. See
great, because I'm usually good at those.
This one here. What do you think that is, and how do you think it works?
This is obviously a support for your plants.
Okay, how does it work?
Oh, grow upwards.
You're good, you're good, you're good. This is the best.
This is how it works! What is this?
Isn't this awesome?
This is so cool.
So we could put this right on top of a container.
Yeah.
We could put this right on top of a vine-type plant and have the vine just grow up, around, and through.
That's beautiful.
We could do summer squash on this if we wanted to. We could do beans on this. We could do peas on this.
That's gorgeous.
You know, isn't that just kind of neat? And you know what I like about it?
What?
If you got smaller cars, when you go to buy it, it fits in the car.
There you go.
That's the key for me.
Practical. It works on a practical level.
And then there's this one too, which is just a nice trellis, which is in bamboo.
Oh, that's
which just
beautiful.
kind of folds its way up.
You get all of your vines growing up on that. That's lovely.
And bamboo is the hardest wood that's out there. Now, let's talk about staking themselves. So you can see the different materials that are here.
Yeah.
A lot of the times people will go up and they'll decide just to stake with anything. And sometimes I've even seen them use wire.
Yeah.
Wire's a big, big no-no. Let's just show you here with the clematis that's here.
Okay.
And you know, clematis, if we look at the stems that are on here, if we were to do wire, the wire would cut right into that stem. As well, the plant would try to grow around it. So what we want to do is we really want to use some material that is really much more gentle on it.
Oh, that feels so nice.
What part of women's clothing would you use to stake a plant? Anybody? Anybody?
Anyone? Yell it out.
What tears all the time? Yeah, one of the best things to stake your plant is to rip those pieces apart after they tear, and to reuse
it's gentle,
them.
Right?
Yeah, it's really gentle, and you can use those strips to tie. I tried to steal a pair of my wife's pantyhose, but she said she needed them, and that's why I didn't have them today.
That probably doesn't look very pretty, though, does it?
No, it
Little
does.
Pieces
the
of
nylon.
Yeah.
And, you know, and they actually sell them in green.
Oh, they do.
So I tried to go to the dollar store to find the green ones as well, but there was no green ones at the time.
I like this thing.
But yeah, you know, that's really good. This is Velcro too. There's so many different things. And if you're looking, really, twine is probably one of the most classic ways to stake and to tie. When it comes to staking as well, you want to make sure that you're continuing to do that. So let's say that we have a honeysuckle, and this is honeysuckle right here. This is a variegated honeysuckle, very nice. As this grows, you continually have to train it. So you're either going to be tying it to a trellis, an obelisk, a pergola, anything like that, but we got to continue to tie it. So as
it's disobedient is what it is.
Well,
you have to keep telling, this is the way you grow.
Hey, you, don't go that way.
That's right.
I'm going to tie you up and make you grow this way. I talk to the plants a lot, and I'm sorry about that too. But I'm never lonely, by the way. Is that bad?
No, it's not bad at all.
But this is another tie that you can do too. So the key is when you're staking, make sure you continue to watch your vine-type plants that you're staking. If you do buy a vine, that's another reminder that the only vine out there that will self-cling, which doesn't need support, is Boston ivy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say, is your children.
No, no, your children
cling.
They cling. They need support. They're self-clinging, but they really do need self-clinging.
They sure do.
And the other part too is if you lack space, this is a great example of vertical gardening. So that if you are looking to grow summer squash, if you're doing any squash varieties or melons, you can always grow them vertically. And by staking, tying them up in the air. The only thing is with some of them that have the heavier fruits, because the squash is indeed a fruit, you got to make sure that you can then wire the fruits too, so that they'll support the fruit so it doesn't fall and break.
Squash is a fruit too?
Anything that flowers and has a seed is a fruit.
Yeah, you're blowing my mind right now.
And I'll tell you,
the pine nuts are a fruit. The squash is a fruit. I knew the tomatoes.
So here's another trivia. What is the only fruit that has its seeds on the outside?
I don't know.
Strawberries.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I totally knew that. Come on in here, guest experts. Like, yeah, that's so obvious. Okay, are any of you guys gardeners?
My husband is.
Your husband is? Same with mine.
No.
Okay, we have nothing to add to this conversation. Amazing. What is your favorite thing to plant?
You know what?
Vegetable-wise.
Vegetable-wise, my favorite thing is actually peas. Because because I find kids really just enjoy them. They're easy to eat. They're quick to grow, quick to harvest. And next to that is spinach because it's so fast to harvest.
Instant gratification, which is so important with your
gardening. I am a man.
Thanks for watching.